Hello, today we're going to talk about multiplying and dividing rational expressions. One technique you can do is just multiply straight across the top. X squared times x is x cubed. Multiply right across the bottom. Then cancel common factors. 30 divided by 20. 3/2. X cubed divided by x. X squared. Y cubed divided by y cubed. They cancel each other out. Okay, so we get 3x squared over 2. Now let's talk about this one here. Alright, so for this one here, first thing we want to do is factor out common terms. Now since this is a multiplication, just kind of draw a line straight across here, because it's really all you're doing is you're going to multiply all the numbers on the top. I'm going to multiply all the factors on the top. Okay, and on the bottom, okay, cross off 3x, 3x, cross off x plus 5, x plus 5. Now we get left with 1 minus x over x minus 1. Now, and x minus 4. These two look similar, alright? What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a negative, look what happens here, 1 minus x. If I take a negative out of that, it becomes negative 1 plus x. And then if I flip that around in here and just write it how we're used to seeing it, it becomes negative and then x minus 1. It's really negative 1 times x minus 1. So over on the side I showed you what happened, but now let's check this out. That becomes negative 1 x minus 1 and x minus 4 over x minus 1. Okay, that was a little trick we used. Cross off this factor with that factor here, and I get left with negative 1 times x minus 4. Of course, we probably wouldn't write the negative 1 there. We just write just like that. Okay? You try number 3 and come back and check your answer. Okay, here's number 3. Okay, we factor out, cancel out the common factors. These look similar but not the same. We use that little trick we learned. Okay, cross out common factors, multiply these guys together. Final answer, negative 5. Let's take a look at number 4. Okay, number 4. All right, looks like you're just multiplying by a polynomial. So let's just do this. Put this over the number 1. Okay, do the same thing with number 4 that you did with number 3. Then come back and check our answer. This is going to be special factoring pair. Be careful with that. Okay? Okay, here's the answer to number 4. This is a difference of cubes. Here's our special pattern for difference of cubes. They cancel out, and then we get left with x plus 2 over x minus 3. Okay, problem number 5. Number 5 is a division problem. Okay, so here's what we're going to do with our division problem. We're going to take it. You're dividing by a fraction. Dividing by a fraction is the same as multiplying by the reciprocal. Okay, so now let's take this and solve this like the previous problems. Now that we turned it into a multiplication problem. All right, hit pause, finish it out on your own, and come back and check your answer. Okay, here we go. Final answer, 7 over 2. So division turns into a multiplication when you multiply by the reciprocal. Problem 6, do this on your own, come back and check your answer. Final answer, x minus 10 over 5. I almost crossed off the wrong factor there. Okay. Problem number 7. All right. Division problem. Put this over a 1. Just like we did the last problem when we did multiplication. Let's turn this to multiplication. Use a reciprocal factor. Come back and check your answer. All right. Final answer. 2x minus 3 over 4x cubed. Last problem. Problem number 8. A little more complicated. See what you can do with this. Hit pause, come back and check your answer. Okay, here's our final answer. 3 times quantity of x plus 9 over x. X squared up here, x cubed down here, leaves one more x down here. Okay, this x cannot go into this x plus 9 because this x plus 9 is inside of parentheses. That's one term. X is one term down here. Can't bring it into there. Okay, so I hope you found this video informative and helpful, and I'll see you on the next video.